I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. The other player's got initiative, so that's everything from me. Alright. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Tom. Good luck, Robert. Thank you. Right, I'll see you all later.
Ooh, you said.
Okay, congratulations for getting so far, you four. I'm going to start the clock.
Wait, hug first and hug after. It's all friends here. Or I could hate you at the end of it.
Okay, the time starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. May the force be with you.
I haven't turned 0 yet.
Okay, here we go. Semi-final. So, yeah, Birmingham, UK System Open 2018. Tom Forstner on the left side of the table, playing. I'll just put your lists up. Playing Ray and Lorik. Ray with expertise, Finn, Kanan, Jarrus, engine upgrade, and Millennium Falcon. Lorik with expertise, tactician C3PO, and Robert Ramm on the right side of the table with Lorik, Wookiee Liberator, and Wookiee Liberator. The two Wookiees with Tactician Expertise and Courier Droid, and Lorik with C3PO, Tactician and Predator. The Lorik Wookiee is marked by a red chip on his peg, and one of the Liberators is marked by a blue chip. And I'll be presently with you.
Okay. Right, all yours.
These going down at 8.
Oh.
Courier Droid.
Yep.
So just lower.
Yep.
You can park up here. Cool. That is Lork. That is Lork.
Sorry?
Cool. Yeah, it's fine.
Happy?
It's just the red.
Okay.
And stuff.
Yep.
Confusing me.
Okay, Lorik's there.
Normal Lorik's red. Oh, yes. She be in it. Traveled very far.
Sorry.
Okay.
2.5 hours. Were you?
Leeds.
Leeds.
For IQgaming.com. I don't care anymore.
Okay. Best of luck.
You too, Pop. You too. So, what's your favourite kind of curry?
I had a korma last night actually.
Wow. Jealous.
How about you?
I'm quite keen on korma. Tikka. Right, sweet.
Yes.
Nice. So, this fella's going to 4-4. And reinforce the front.
Yep.
This chap's doing the same. What's that?
B or I'll give you initiative. B or
He's 4-4 also.
Let's go 3. Front. Ray will go 3 as well. She will boost forward. Okay.
Cool.
cheap actually. Yep, all good.
Thank you very much.
Yep, Eric. Free bank.
Yeah.
Front. Ray Wall, 1 bank. Try to boost. Yep.
Had some business to take care of. So on the other top 4 table, let's just have a quick look at that bracket. Well, that's going to be the rankings from the day stage 2. Jesper Hills and Martin Giles. Oh, that's right. I forgot to do something. Oh, bollocks to it. I can't be bothered now.
Yep. Billy has over B. Yep, go for it.
There we go.
The front. The front and left front. Left front.
Front. Cool. Should ask you to do that for me, but I'm stretched over now.
Don't worry, I'll be asking you to do everything in a minute.
Okay.
Focus on Ray.
So listen, yeah, as things are getting ready to go, actually I best wait, so it looks like there might be a combat.
Ranger him. Go for this guy. Range 3 degree. Add a blank with Finn, reroll, raisability, and expertise for 2 hits and a crit.
Spend nothing. Good Loric.
Curse you, Lyric. Yep.
Don't even be saying a lot worse in a minute. Mike?
Yep.
My Loric?
Yep. No, it's out. We just established.
Yeah, well, there's no shot for my Loric, your Loric.
B. Yeah, range from the same guy. B. Dropped it again. 1.
Uno. Greatest defense. Shoot. Ray.
Yep.
Ponder. Yeah, shoot Ray.
Okay.
3 to the roll.
Yep.
2. Twos.
We are 2 of ability. Time to focus.
Cool.
So nothing. Back to dials. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, please do consider helping us out on Patreon. attending these events is specifically costly. There is a possibility of me being able to cover the System Open in Germany. So that will depend a lot on how much help I can get through Patreon. And also there's also the opportunity of going to the System Open in Italy. And obviously all this depends on how much money I can't afford to do it myself. I'm currently working part-time. As most of you will know, in June I was laid off, and last year, and since then I'm kind of trying to claw my way back. And the Patreon money has made it possible to do. We had UK Nationals in September. We had the Spanish Team Championship in November. We had the Spanish Nationals in December. We had the Valencia Regional in January. February we had the Copenhagen System Open event. We've got the Birmingham System Open event now in March. April's got 2 System Opens that are possible for me to attend, depending on the cost. We've got May. I have the ETC team selection tournament in Spain. Well, being as how they're very close friends, I always make sure to cover that. And for a reason that's coming up now, also. We've got going brain dead. So that was up to May, includes the ETC selection team event. June we've got European Championships. We've got a System Open in Paris. In July there's nothing planned yet. Okay, so that will be 1 month off from tournaments. But who knows? Maybe something shows up. But I doubt it. And then in August we've got the ETC, and I'm really desperate to try and cover that this year. I tried to go 2 years in a row. It just ended up failing both times, and it's a very interesting event. I really want to give the world the opportunity to experience that event as closely as possible. So in August we've got ETC, the European Team Championship, taking place the first weekend of August. The UK Nationals towards the end of August are also taking place. That's also here in Birmingham, so there's a good possibility that I could attend that to stream. Then we get into September, and there's probably nationals from like France. Who knows? Maybe some other ones for there. October, maybe we get nationals from Spain, for example. November, once again, I've got a Spanish Team Championship, and who knows, there's probably some nationals up in those sort of dates. December as well, Belgian nationals, Polish nationals, who knows. So really, that's all of up until New Year, where there's a possibility to see some of the highest level X-Wing events in the world on this stream, and that will depend wholly on how much money I'm able to get through Patreon. Obviously, so all those tournaments I've explained now, I can attend them at a reasonable cost, but it's not a cost I can front myself.
Okay.
I don't know what Ed Holmes has done, but he's left me his gin flask.
These 2 into lyric. For Ray.
And it's deformed.
Batiste for 3.
C3PO for 0.
Yep.
Take 2.
2 damage on Lorik.
Your lyric.
Nothing. Oh, he does. What am I doing? Range 2, Strauss.
And it's an all UK top 4. We still had the Swiss player and Irish player in top 8.
Nothing, 3PO.
Now it's just down to the home team. We lost a shield on Lorik on Martin's Tom's side.
Okay, for lyric.
Okay, range 2.
No shields left
And
on
your
Roberts
range one.
Lorick.
Two.
2 hits, 2 blanks, 1 evade. Shields going off of Ray. Back to Dials. In the background there, you can see Phil GC. He's the author of the Such an X-Wing Hipster blog, where he plays some craziness like double fire sprays and stuff like that, doing pretty well. Such an X-Wing Hipster. That's the name of the blog. And he's very interested in this game, as Robert is one of his best mates, and Tom is one of his former teammates from the Zombie Squadron.
Ready when you are.
Also in the background, we can see Agata Pikuska and Adriasz Kuna from the Space Cake crew from Wrocław, Poland. Agata was recently featured on the Minox Squadron podcast, along with Lukasz Pożesny.
We'll go with that.
Okay. All yours.
So this file's doing 2 hard. You got it. Just
Get out of the way.
The repulsor front. This guy's doing a 3 hard.
3 hard.
Can you mark Lorick?
Cool sec.
Okay.
In the top 4, we've got no Lothal Fens, we've got no Miranda Nims. In fact, there's no Mirandas. We are currently looking at 3 Wookiees versus Lorick, and 2 Wookiee Liberators versus Ray and Lorick. And on the other table, we have double IGs. They're the control robots, flown by Jesper Hills, against Kylo Ren in the TIE Silencer, Quick Draw, and the Epsilon Ace.
Cool.
I'm gonna go 1 forward.
So yesterday, this was a 500-man tournament, the largest X-Wing event in the world to date. 500 players, and we're down to the last 4. Of those, we have no Miranda Nim or Lawful Fens present. In fact, no Nims and no Mirandas. No Fen Rows. Ray and Kylo Ren are present.
On Lyric.
Cool.
Okay. Range 1 on Lyric from Ray.
Yep.
Blank with Finn, use her ability. Oh.
C3PO for 0. Hit crit. Hit crit.
Hit crit, yep.
We have a structural damage.
Structural
Oh,
damage.
you always use C3POs. Your Lyric first.
Range 1 on Lyric.
Yeah.
Predator.
Damn.
3 to make.
3 and a crit.
3PO nothing. Take 2.
No shields left.
Lyric on Lyric.
Yep.
Expertise.
3, 4. Evade. Takes 3 damage. Yeah.
I'm just counting cards. Shaken point.
Got blinded
Just
pilot
1 crit, but
and shaken
No,
pilot.
2 crits. Oh, it's
Yeah,
only
yeah,
1 crit.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Makes no difference. The ship's dead. All cards go face up.
Range 1 on Lyric.
So those tacticians haven't really come into play.
3.
Spends a focus to get 3 from 2 and 2 focus. 1 and 2 focuses.
Range 3. Through the rock. Oh shit. 3.
3 hits. I can see 2 focuses.
This
No?
will be in range. Yep,
I don't think I can see 2 focuses.
Okay.
And they go back to Dars. So there we go. So we've got the new feature on this stream is that MOV bar at the bottom of the screen. If I put Lorik back on the points, you'll see how it shifts back to the 100 point. I get a lot of people ask me about the software I use. It's a software I make myself. I make myself to my own specifications for what I need, and then people always ask if they can use it. And I say,
Ready when you
it's
are.
not that I don't. It's not just that I'm trying to protect it, but also it's pretty much at the moment it's pretty much built exactly to work with what I have what I use for my stream, and it would be something that right now, even if I gave you the files you'd need, it would still require a lot of work on your end to set it up.
Yeah, good.
I did say though, if one day that Patreon manages to get as high as people like Gold Squadron and My Knock podcast, that maybe I make the my stream software publicly available. If it goes up to like $1,000 a month, just turn it into a licensing deal for the software. Yeah, you get into the Patreon, you get the software. I'd have to repackage it so it becomes a lot more self-sustained and doesn't require me to be doing half the work for it. But yeah, I'm quite proud of it. It's distinct. It helps communicate the language of the game as efficiently as being there. So there's a lot of features I use, like the bases. I change the bases for the colours for the player. I give them damage decks, so with little symbols on the card, so I can tell which crit has come out. As you'll see on one of the Wookiee Liberators has a blue coloured token on its base, which means I can tell the difference between them. Like obviously, when you've got the ID tokens on there, I can't read those. And the coloured chips make it a bit easier to work out which one's which.
Range one on that one. Sure. Hitting a crit.
1 and a crit.
3.
1 evade.
Lyric.
And this reinforce absorbs the crit.
Expertise for 4. And 2 hits and crit.
2 hits and a crit.
3. 2. Which one's that?
3.
What? 2.
Oh, beg your pardon. Yep. For a split second, I forgot what reinforce was.
You off now? Found 2? Okay. And Yell
2
took
for
out
the
as well,
rock.
yeah?
Yep.
Stress.
Maybe. Yeah. I'll see you later, man.
Two.
I had a nice time last night.
Stay free the debris. Yep. Spend lyrics. Take 1.
Okay. So Ray lost a shield there. The loss of Lorik on Robert's side of the table means that those two Wookiees aren't out of the game, but they've got to do some serious heavy lifting. They've started to put stress on Ray, which means that expertise is getting shut down, but he needs to put a lot more on. He can't just leave her with one. He's got to get both of them out on her at the same time to ensure that she's not just green manoeuvring it each time. Because on top of everything else, she's got Kane and Jarrus, so she's removing one stress token every turn anyway. Jesper, of course, has now got 2 invitations to the Hyperspace Invitational. The one he's got today from making it to top 8, and the one he won from winning the Hyperspace qualifier in Copenhagen. So now today he's playing solely to win that final match and get that trip paid for.
Yep. Lyrics are 2. Front. 2. Kane rate of stress. Target lock on the blue one. Range. 3 from Ray.
What? Pardon? Range 3.
Yep. Hit 2 hits and a crit.
2 hits and a crit. 1 evade.
And Lorik, range 2. Thank you. 2.
Damage.
Go.
3.
Range 3 for rock.
One, 2 blanks. Oh, yeah. No one wants to see that. That's highly frustrating.
I'll make you work for it, right? And there's additional prizes. You got me in a pickle here.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yep, ready when you are.
So some shiny Cockatoo templates on Robert. I can't work out if they're silver or gold. I think I'm seeing too much reflection. Definitely mirrored.
Lorik. What's the front? Ray. Focus.
Sure.
Do that. Range 3 for a rock. Take one out. Blank with Finn.
One
Reroll
focus, one hit, 2 blanks once Finn's been
Two
added.
for free.
2 focuses and a blank.
And Lorik on the same one.
Robert is getting frustrated.
Expertise for free.
2. Eh? Oh, okay. I must have missed some damage cards at some point. Looks like his match is over,
0
and
equal.
Robert knows it. As it stands, we were talking earlier, Tom had a rough road to the top. He defeated Van Langelaan in top 32, and then defeated Nan Torfs in top 16. So there's nothing to be said against Tom's skill level. Van Langelaan was playing Lothal Fen, and Nan Torfs was playing. He had Fenrau and Ezra Bridger in Sheepherpids, a Y-Wing Gold Squadron with Chopper, and a Hawk 290, Rourke Garnet. Nand is currently 4-0 in the hyperspace as well. I think he's playing his 5th round now. Someone's brought some food in.
That reinforce something. Rear. Forward. Focus. Range 2.
And in this case, Robert's not even marked any points on the board.
Roll with ability. He's 4.
4, 1 evade, 2 shields gone.
Range 2 stress.
Yep.
One.
Oof.
Nice one.
I'm so sorry, Robert. This is terrible.
Not on dice.
Yeah.
Not going to be easy, though. Not going to be an easy round now for Robert. Phil needs to keep his voice down. We can hear you. Is that George? He's talking to George? Yep, he's talking to George Delapina, famous for Rasta Mace painting. You've seen his ships on Facebook, I'm sure. And he has a Patreon as well. Obviously, I would encourage you to back my Patreon first, but Rasta also has an excellent Patreon where he gives you tutorials, painting tips, modelling tips. You've also probably seen his dial covers he's made, like Wookiee furry dial covers. He's making quite a fair business out of that. He actually in his video actually shows you how to make them yourself.
Back. I think Ray's going to continue on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, marking all which way there.
Looks like he's blocked Ray, so that's at least one shot he's not going to receive.
See that?
Just leave all the trumpets.
Yeah. Keenan, Ray distress. All yours.
Range 2. Three.
3 PO, none. 1.
1 damage onto Lorik. And I mean, it's not even worth calling out dice at this point. It's just a change of fire, and it's just a question of time.
That one. Yep, sorry. So if it's in my half of the table, I just steal it.
So one of the downsides this weekend has been that there are so many people, 500 players, is that I know there are people here that are my friends. I've not seen them. Now, part of that is because I have to spend all my time in this room. This is actually an annex. We're in a room that they had like 100 players of the event, and then across the corridor is a huge ballroom with the other 400 players. And so not everybody ends up in the same area as me, but I've walked through the larger hall on multiple occasions, and like I say, there's a large cross section of people, of friends, that are not. I've not had the chance to see.
Ready when you are?
And I get a hit, of course.
Damage from an asteroid. Oh, no, not the hit point shield.
Just keen on the stress. Back. Back with Ray. Lock on the Liberator. Ray, range 1. Spend the lock. Expertise for 3 hits and a crit.
3 hits and a crit.
1.
1 evade. It's going to take direct hit. I think he dealt 3 cards there. He did it quite quick, and one of them fell just off the camera. Am I right? That attack was 3 damage? Yeah, he's on a rock. He's not got reinforced. He was 4. He rolled 1. He's taken 3 damage, and one of those was a direct hit, so 4 damage on his ship. And that's going to be a difficult thing to come back from. And you can see it on Robert's face. He's not happy with the way dice have gone against him on this game. And a lot of people go on about how dice, fly better and stuff like that. And I mean, you can't ignore that the dice have been a contributing factor to Robert's luck in this game. Whether it be evade dice or attack dice, they've both been going pretty badly for him.
Yeah, that's fine. Just leave the templates.
Range 3.
Sure.
3.
3.
Hey.
Oh, fucking fine.
It's you up.
Okay. It's always difficult to watch someone lose like this. It's going to be an even more difficult interview afterwards, I'm sure. Obviously, there will be no interview with the victor from this match because he's going to be interviewed after the final anyway. So there's no point talking to him now and wasting any conversation we can have.
Ready when you are.
Still 30 minutes left to go on the round, but I think this is probably going to be it.
Okay, yep, ready when you are.
So it's getting really close to that board edge, man. If Ray leapfrogs in front of him and starts to block him, there's going to be a problem. See, that's also, you've got that movement template down there in front. It's literally sticking out of his movement guides. You could kind of turn around and say that's giving him an advantage of being able to measure range of movement. He knows pretty much where his straight is going to land him. Oh, okay. Millennium Falcon Talto
Focus.
is used, and that means that.
H2.
Lorik is about to feel pain.
Blank with Finn, reroll Ray.
Game over.
Okay. Thank you.
Doesn't help when you get smacked in the face very hard. Round and round.
That's what Ray does, unfortunately.
But the thing,
Thank you.
oh wait,
Okay, Robert. Bad luck, man. Bad luck, really. It was like you could see that the dice were just coming out bad.
You know what? It's not my. It wasn't my do. It's fella's do.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Tom had the game. That's true. But obviously, I mean, I've got to talk to you now, and I don't want you to be down in the dumps.
No, I mean, it's been great.
A lot of people go on about how like fly better and stuff like that. I'm not a person that subscribes to that philosophy. It's like if you say that the only thing a person has to do is fly better, that's kind of like taking away other aspects that contribute to the game. For example, number one, there's an opponent. So you're saying, oh, all you've got to do is fly better. Your opponent doesn't matter. They can't fly better. You know, and just silly things like that. And it is. I've seen games where dice have literally been the deciding factor, and you've got to. You can't ignore these. It's the same as like when you get broken combos, people try to ignore it in the game. Like when Jump Masters first started coming around, and people are like going, it's beatable. You can beat it, and it's like, well, but that doesn't mean we should be like papering over the cracks. You know?
There has been a room of 500 people all yesterday. Or 500 versus the ghost. Almost. Like everyone's like trying to fight.
And when we got into the top, when we were in top 32, there were still plenty of ghosts running around.
I took out 2 ghosts in top 32 against 2, like Oliver and everyone. It was like nuts.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we've got in now into the semi-finals. No Miranda, no Nim, no Lowfall, no Fen. It's Brobots on that table with Kylo Ren and the Silencer, Quick Draw, and an Epsilon Ace of all things. And then you guys here. So no Nims, no Mirandas, no Lowfall Fens, no Ghosts. So everything looking pretty healthy. I mean, there's still like for example, your Wookiees are still a very tanky list, but it's not saying that the meta has dominated this tournament either.
No, it's been pretty varied. Like it's like you can say, oh, it's been a varied meta. It's like, but there is still those like pockets, which is like. But I think everyone at the point now knows how to beat certain lists, like Ghost Fen. Like everyone knows what it does now. I think over the last few months, everyone's like, whoa, taken by surprise by it. But now everyone's savvy enough to deal with it.
Right. Cool. Even though saying that, people like Farn Langland still play it. If someone like Farn Langland's playing it, it's because it's got got the best possibility of
it's
winning.
the most consistent list in the game at the minute.
Exactly.
Which enlist, you look for that.
Yeah,
You look for
absolutely.
That. Yeah.
It's an advantage. It's exactly the same as taking a powerful any upgrade. You need that advantage. You use it. Yeah.
And if like people like Fran, people like whoever it is, like if they're best players, they're going to use the best list available to them at the time.
And sometimes there can be variants in play styles, and so you might see some changes. But
I think there's some people who use the flight assist, some people use the R3A2. It's like dealer's choice. Whatever takes your flavour.
Excellent. So your local store will be IQ Games.
Yeah.
That means you're from Milton Keynes. Was it?
Huddersfield.
Huddersfield. That's right. I get them confused. Milton Keynes is the other one, isn't it? How well have you done in regionals and stuff like that? What's your highest place until today?
Would be top 16 at Element Regional.
Right.
A couple months ago?
Yeah.
But by then went to Beanie Games. Had a fantastic time over there. I went to Italian Nationals.
Oh, right. That's right. I saw your pic. Yeah. You were the guy that had like a scarf before, wasn't it, on your profile pic? You were like a Harry Potter type scarf.
Yeah.
Okay, wicked. And the other thing I wanted to ask you was, you've got the invitation to Coruscant. Is it something you think you'd be good at doing?
No, financially it's impossible for me.
It's difficult.
If the tickets went out or whatever was maybe, I don't know.
It's in October.
It's in October.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Worlds.
No.
October.
The Coruscant invitation was in October.
Maybe I'll probably be on the back burners. Not right now. I'm looking
obviously, as Jesper right now, Jesper's playing. So he's already got the invitation from Copenhagen. He's playing now to get the flight. Yeah, and accommodation paid for.
If by chance I got the flight or whatever, I will be going. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's an opportunity you can't miss. Really.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks.
Thank you for coming on stream and taking part. It was an excellent game.
Yeah, it's fun.
I don't know what else you're going to be doing. So, but good luck.
Yeah, it's good.
Excellent.
Right,
Thank you.
cheers for that.
Bye.
Bye now.
And are you going to any other Open?
No, this is it. This is my until Store Champs. I'm done now.
Right. Excellent.
But it's good.
Okay. Cool.
Right,
Thank
cheers
you.
for that.